Today we are making Paska.
Yay! What is it?
It's Ukrainian Easter bread.
That's right. And this idea, we got the idea at least confirmed by our friend in Ukraine, Nastye Mishenko. So thank you, Nastye, for another great idea. Let's get cooking.
These are the ingredients for Paska. My favorite part is the two different kinds of raisins that we use.
Yeah, this is a lot of bread stuff, but also it's got sour cream and it had turmeric in there and vanilla sugar.
We're proofing the yeast here with milk and sugar again.
And what's different here, we also add flour when we're proofing it. So there it goes into the proofing. And we're going to let that rise till it gets bubbly. In the meantime, what am I doing here?
You're separating the egg yolks from the whites.
Yep.
Because we use them in two different parts.
And we actually use a lot. What is that? So you're adding the butter and the lard to the egg yolks?
And the other sugars.
Yep, that went in. And careful when you do that it doesn't splatter egg everywhere. I was lucky, I think. So there it goes, we're kind of whipping it together, and then we put in the flour, and those are paddles. They're super useful for keeping your hands clean. So I just use the paddles to knead the dough a little bit until the flour was combined a little.
And we put some turmeric in, so it would be a nice yellow color.
And there you go. Oh, push.
It was really stiff.
It was a little stiff. And we, at this point, should have added some oil to loosen it up. But we just went with the recipe as it stated. I know better. We should add the oil. Now we're getting ready for the first rise.
It has 3 different rises.
Yeah, so this one is completed. Now we're going to put in the raisins. And because the dough was stiff, it kept popping the raisins right out onto the countertop. And I had to, look, I'm picking up raisins, putting them back in.
And now we're getting ready for the second rise.
Yeah, and after the second rise, what we're going to do is we're going to form it into the loaves and decorate it. And we're talking about our strategy, aren't we?
Yep.
And those are our Paska molds. They're actually pots, and we made them taller using parchment paper. And there's a whole bunch of dough we just put in there.
And we're going to try braiding the dough.
Yep, there I am braiding. And it's traditional to decorate these doughs, the Paska bread, with braids and symbols of Easter. We're doing an egg wash there. Wow, look at that.
It's beautiful.
It came out nice and golden.
And then that's the inside shot.
Yeah, slice. It's a little bit dense, but still very edible.
Here's our wonderful taste testers on
Yay!
Easter.
And there they go.
Eating Easter bread on Easter.
Noah doesn't look convinced, does he?
No.
Oh, come on, Noah. Give it a thumbs down. Oh, well. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that. The Paska looked amazing. We tasted it. It tasted amazing. But we do have some hints, though, right?
We do. For one of them, our mold wasn't big enough to hold the Paska.
Yes.
So we improvised and used paper to make it bigger.
Yes, parchment paper. So you saw that on the video. You can make your mold taller if you want. Next time, I think we'll try to find a Paska mold, but they are hard to find in the United States. So another hint is make sure that your dough is not too stiff. You saw us when we were kneading it. It was definitely too stiff. It should feel elastic when you're working it. And if it is too stiff, unlike what we did, add a little more oil and that will help. And then it'll probably rise better. But it's so really good and yummy.
It's very tasty.
And I think that's it for hints, right?
Yep.
So, and you have to remind me, what do we say in Ukraine?
Smashnoho.
Smashnoho. Okay, so until next time, this is Doug.
And I'm Sarah.
Smashnoho.
No.
Hey, welcome to America's